How do some F1 drivers deliver consistent performance compared to the other drivers? What is the combination of factors that make a driver faster? People often compare Max Verstappen to being notably faster than Perez. The same goes for Charles Leclerc, which seems to show more speed than Sainz. These contrasts are highlighted not just in discussion, but also in the actual lap times recorded. This naturally prompts the question, what lies behind these variations in pace? The factors contributing to these variations are multifaceted. At the core of each driver's racing pace, there are involved elements such as the racing line, entry and exit speed, and the confidence to brake late into corners while exiting with swift acceleration. Additionally, the specific engine configuration and related setup play a crucial role in influencing overall performance. There are some drivers that have their own unconventional strategy, akin to a secret card up their sleeve. That most people find a little bit unsportsmanlike.
Han prøver på yderbanen.
Once again, most unsportive driver of the grid.
Suck my balls, mate.
Yeah.
But I will not get into that. This naturally raises the question, if the driving techniques and lines of the faster drivers are so effective, why don't others simply adopt them? It might seem logical to assume that with access to extensive performance data, drivers could easily replicate each other's techniques. However, the reality is more complex. The combination of a driver's personal style with the mechanical setup of their vehicle creates a unique alliance. Some drivers simply understand better how the car works and how it interacts with the track and the tires in a certain way. For instance, Daniel Ricciardo had very good results when he drove for Red Bull Racing, but at McLaren he was consistently behind his teammate Lando Norris, as he found the car very difficult to drive. It's essential to remember that all of the drivers in Formula 1 are top of the line. Of course, some of them possess lots of road driving talent, but it's worth noting that the time gaps in qualifying session remain under 2 seconds between the first and last driver. Adopting identical designs in Formula 1 goes against the regulations and the core principles of the sport. Formula 1 is fundamentally grounded in innovation and maintaining a level playing field. Any team found guilty of copying is subject to penalties. However, some teams still try to copy others. Back in 2007, there was a big controversy involving McLaren and Ferrari. McLaren got hold of documents that showed detailed designs of Ferrari's titled winning car, which helped McLaren make their own car to be just as competitive as Ferrari. This move led to their disqualification from the constructor's title, an imposing fine of $100 million. In Formula 1, success isn't just about having a perfectly engineered car. It's also about having a skilled driver who can make the most out of it. This is evident when we compare drivers within the same team. For example, let's take Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. They both drive for the same team and have access to the same well-designed car. This pattern repeats in other teams too, like Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, or Charles Leclerc with Carlos Sainz. When a driver is confident, he is able to make bold moves, push the car harder in the corners, and stay strong every lap. Verstappen and Hamilton take this to an almost superhuman level. That's what makes them stand out from the rest of the pack. The setup of the car is extremely important. When you have only 2 or 3 hours to make an optimal setup before qualifying session, you can imagine how hard it is to achieve a perfectly balanced car. Drivers can modify the angles of both their front and rear wings. This adjustment directly impacts the downforce generated by the car and the tire wear. When the wing angles are set higher, the car gains more downforce at the cost of reduced top speed on straight stretches of the track. That's why each setup varies depending on the specific track they race on. Teams also have the habit to focus their car development efforts on their top driver, because winning the championship is the ultimate goal. By aligning the car with the driver's specific style, teams can gain precious time on the track without any additional effort. Ferrari, for example, dedicated their car development efforts from 1998 to mid-2000s to match Michael Schumacher's driving style. Certain Formula 1 cars have better power units or better aerodynamics. Therefore, they exhibit varying levels of speed, as each team interprets the regulations differently. Cars have different performance metrics. Ultimately, faster drivers that can properly take advantage of the car's limits can lead to faster lap times and better performance. And that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing F1 content.